We love
We're
hip
not
hop.
doing that. I hate when people jump in the comments. Why don't you just call yourself We Love No Jumper? Why don't you shut the fuck up? How about that? How about that? So apparently, Sharp, okay, the Sharp Tank, coolest, sharpest podcast in the world. Sharp and Almighty Suspect have been having some issues. Okay, I don't know if you guys are aware of. I guess for the people who follow No Jumper, y'all know who Almighty Suspect is. Oh, this is from 18 Hours. So Sharp responds to Almighty Suspect saying they were never friends. Almighty Suspect went up on Back on Fig recently. This is from 22 hours ago. They're clipping it out. Okay, let's play this. Let's play it. Get to the shits. I don't care about video games. Yo, since the whole change of format over there at No Jumper, Suspect has been on his video game grind.
Is the good version of this nigga. I feel like y'all niggas is brothers and you just the bad brother.
You know what? It wasn't even like that. Like, it's not like we was friends before with me before. Then it's like, this my man's. But then he give me the job. This just a nigga who hit me. I fuck with him. We work at the same place. Look, you gotta realize.
I guess he's
like that. Nigga real reclusive. Like, you know? So you talk to him and ask, man, who's there to call? Nigga, I got a family. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, when I say shit like that, they don't believe me.
Nigga got an 8-year-old. I don't threes, you gonna go call.
Everybody got a role.
You gonna go call Curry.
Okay.
Everybody got a role in your life. You feel me?
Here's where we're gonna go to get the real story. Big salute to the boy, Poetic Flacco. Oh, these guys spoke for 3 hours. Holy shit, man. Let's go to Stars, to Sharp's response first, and then we'll go to Flacco. Okay, and then we'll get to the root of why these guys have any kind of issue.
Wait, can we put a pin in this though? Do you feel disrespected by Almighty, and what are your thoughts on him after what you heard last night? Does that change how you feel about him at all?
No, because hey man, shit, whether you fuck with me or not, if I fucked with you, I fucked with you.
These are the parts of the stream that's getting super demonetized.
I don't got no, I don't know. I just, that shit makes me feel funny. Like to say, like, you know what I'm saying? To even be in that type of seat, to have to do that, especially when I felt like we built some camaraderie or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for me to say anything negative. I don't got nothing to say negative, homie, about him. Hell, I really had nothing to say negative about Smack. He just got to really popping it. You know what I'm saying? So I had to let church know what time it was. But all the other shit, like, I'm not, bro, I have no issue with nobody or trying to, you know what I'm saying? Somebody I've worked with, fucked with, you know what I'm saying, on me, have had a heart-to-heart with. Like, that's hard to try to go put it on camera and act like none of that shit ever existed.
Were you surprised to hear that come out of his mouth?
Of course. I was a little disappointed. To be honest, it hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
It did, as a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if I fuck with you, I'll fuck with you. Like, I'd rather you just told me that.
Yeah.
Like,
so just to get to what he's even talking about here, I'm going to take it over to my guy, the poetic one, Mr. Flacco. All right. Flacco did a good breakdown on this right here. We're not going to go through the whole breakdown, obviously.
So Sharp and Almighty got some weird, awkward tension going on. Now, I'm so not nosy that this was all going on under my radar, right under my nose, without
Wayne's why.
He said, but
so right here.
To it, man. He had said, here, let me go ahead and
What?
quote it real quick.
Drake
gave you a shout out, Sharp?
Yeah, man, a little something, you know.
I heard it.
What do you say?
That explains why.
He said, but niggas gotta be sharp and tell the fans who was it.
So this is where the start of these guys, what I would call a petty issue, started. From when Sharp felt that Drake mentioned him on one of the diss tracks recently from this whole Kendrick Lamar beef. I think it was it? What song was that? I think that might have been Tailor Made Freestyle. Or it could have been Push-Ups. It was early in the battle. But Sharp was dead set, believing that Drake mentioned him in the battle. And then after that, the clownery began.
You feel me? Because the nigga talked about him and saying he had an A minor. He said, but niggas gotta be sharp. And I went and looked at it. I said, maybe he just said be sharp. No. He said, like, how I'm feeling. I'm like, all right, yeah, he mentioned me.
Oh,
I appreciate my nigga, man. Fuck with him. He saw
The
all
Hard
that
Part
shit.
6,
He
that's
saw
what it
I
was.
going through,
My
what I
bad.
had to stay down for. You know what I'm saying? Through all the commotion.
And you watch no jumper.
He knows I'm outnumbered right now. He knows I'm cornered.
Yeah.
We is light skinned. I've interviewed his
Hard
artists.
Part 6.
Hey, mind you, I've interviewed the niggas artists and everything before.
Yeah.
So this ain't no secret. Plus, I done went viral, nigga, multiple fucking times. Not
Drake let
just
this
here, but
nigga
on
know
other
who
niggas'
he-
shit.
What's
Nigga, remember that. Celebrities walk up on me, I don't even be knowing they fans of mine. Straight up. Let's not ever get it up, nigga.
Now, here's the thing, bro. Sharp is my guy, and Sharp is our guy. So, regardless of what we think, we're not about to step in and tell our homie, hey, bro, Drake ain't shout you out. But Almighty Suspect is a tad bit more honest and direct and straightforward than a lot of us, right? So, when Sharp came on the Monday show to sort of speak about Drake shouting him out, Almighty Suspect had a more brutal response, and that ignited a full-on argument between Almighty and Sharp, where Sharp told Almighty he's gonna break him for one of his bitches.
We know how you go.
Here we go.
You got a shrine in your bathroom. We know who you
Nigga,
going
we did it
for.
for the bitch.
We know who you
Stop
going
playing,
for.
man.
Killed him on the shrine in the bathroom. The man has, I don't know if you want to call it a shrine, but he has, I guess, a mural or a plaque with a bunch of Drake albums, maybe all of Drake's albums, and it's in Sharp's bathroom. And this is from what I've been hearing from what these guys say in their own live streams. He said it's in his bathroom, in his guest bathroom. It's not in the main bathroom. It's in the guest bathroom. Okay? So it's not no funny shit.
We know who you going for. You got a shrine in
And
your
that shit
shit.
gonna stay
You
up.
got a shrine. I know. And Drake Balls is gonna stay slapping all in up.
Disrespect.
Drake is gonna kill all in up.
If the man is talking to you like this, that's not your friend, bro. The man's talking about Drizzy. Hey, yo. That thing, those type of chats right there, that'll make somebody jump across the table or jump across the carpet over here. Sharp.
Drake Balls is slapping all in up.
Oh my gosh, everybody, the gangsters is all they got Flacco laughing too. Oh, Sharp. This is the time where you're supposed to get up and Lil Kelpie you over here.
He gonna take it next bitch is crazy.
Pick up the slobber, nigga.
Wow.
It's dripping all on
Disrespect.
your draw. That's Drake Balls and shit, nigga. Pick the slobber off your chin, nigga. Yo, take that shrine down.
I'm not gonna lie, and this is with all due respect to Sharp. If you see this, you know, if you're tapped into Toronto content or Canadian content like that, I gotta say, bro, you might be a little scary with the Almighty Suspect, right? Is that how the Americans say it? You might be scared of this kid, okay? Because the way this kid is disrespecting you to his face and you're not doing nothing, I know you might be trying to keep it professional because you guys are co-workers, you know, flying across the couch and beating up your co-worker might not be the best look. One of y'all might be suspended or fired after that. But the way that suspect is disrespecting you, he doesn't care if you try to do something because he will lay you out as soon as your old ass get off of the chair.
Dick out your mouth, nigga. Fuck you, man.
I'm just saying. Sharp knows if he gets his ass up here, okay, suspect is going to be moving so quickly, he going to make Sharp look like Lil Kelpie.
I had to hand him a napkin because all the milk was just slinging all down his chin and shit. I had to hand him a napkin. So I'm out crazy right now.
See, this is the type of energy that I'm seeing right here. Okay, and again, with all due respect to you, Sharp, but the way this little man is, like, not little man, because suspect's a grown-ass man, but he's way younger than you, and I know when it comes to the PI game, you guys are very heavy on respect. This guy's disrespecting you to your face so crazy, giving you fighting words, telling you to wipe your mouth, and gave you the paper towels to do it too, bro. Oh, he's not worried about you at all. There's no rent being paid of the space in suspect's head when there's as far as a threat from the Sharp one, or he would have not brought out the roll of toilet of the paper towel right there. This kid is not worried.
It's crazy.
A lot of people look at this conversation from a bird eye's view and thought this isn't a conversation among dudes who really have respect for each other. This
No,
is
they don't.
kind of odd.
Let me go
Now-
forward.
Hey, you never know.
So which one get moved first though?
Hey, you have action.
You never
Try
know
your
what
best.
she would-
Try your
try my
best.
best. I never try.
I don't want to be nowhere with
Can't even say you can't even say.
Let's stop right here.
Suspect. He's going to move him.
So Sharp resorts to, I'm gonna try to just bump one of your hoes. Okay, this is how much that he's gotten Sharp discombobulated. These guys are supposed to be keeping this type of stuff behind the scenes. Legally, they work for No Jumper. Okay, and I'm not putting anything in. I'm not snitching, putting anything in front of the scenes. These niggas is talking about how I'm gonna take one of your hoes. So if you're talking about that type of shit, that means you might be out here still doing your thing, if you know what I mean. So Suspect has gotten this guy so discombobulated that he's willing to now reveal that these guys are still doing their thing on road and I'm going to take one of your bitches.
The suspect who?
That's how you gotta do it, bro.
You can't even say it for the hoe.
Disgusting.
I don't want to be nowhere with the Drake posters, ganger.
Hey, you never know.
So which one get moved first though?
Hey, you have
You
action.
never
Try
know
your
what
best.
she would-
Try your
try
best.
my best. I never try.
Try
bro.
your
I can't.
best.
I don't ever try.
Try your. Hey, you clearly try.
That's how we do it.
He said he ain't going to try. He do. All right. He's putting it all out there in the open now. Okay. That's how you know you got the man off guard. It's all out in the open now. I'm going to take one of your bitches.
That's how we supposed to do it.
I walk
That's
right
how
to
we
the front
supposed
door. Try your best.
Walk to the door.
Get the fuck
Walk
out
out
of
to the
here.
door. You get out of here.
Nigga, pick the slobber Drake nuts all off your face and
I
get the
told you,
fuck
stop
out of
being
here.
Jesus Christ. Fam, just snuff the kid, bro. Just get it out of your system. I know you want to do it.
That's the biggest context clues we have for why Sharp and Almighty Suspect may be beefing. Because Almighty Suspect did tell T-Rail that it's a
Why you and Sharp not getting along? I need an explanation for the video I'm working on. I ain't gonna say too much, but all I am gonna say is don't let him play that.
One thing I got to say, Suspect, do better, bro. Please. Okay. I'm not scared of you, Suspect. Do better. You need to do better with this audio and this game playing in the background. Get a microphone. You came from the No Jumper Studios where they have a multitude of equipment, so you obviously know what you need to do to get it rocking. All right? Get yourself a microphone, turn the music down or turn the volume down on the game that you're playing in the background while you're live streaming, and really live stream properly. Don't act like this is the first time. Oh, I don't know how to do this shit. Yo, fam, I don't know how to do it. Talk to Josh, talk to Mikey, one of those guys behind the scene, because this is horrible.
That victim role and shit. Hold on, let me make sure niggas can hear me.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep, niggas can hear me fine. Don't let niggas play that victim role. He knows exactly my problem with him. And he knows going on. He knows my problem with him.
the offensive
Don't let him act like a victim.
The man said, let me turn the volume. Sorry, I don't mean to get away from the point. Okay, but like bad podcasting and bad live streaming just irks my soul. Okay. He said, let me turn the volume down so y'all can hear what I'm saying, and then kept the volume up.
Don't let niggas play that victim role. He knows exactly my problem with him. And he knows going on. He knows my problem with him.
the offensive
Don't let
boards.
him act
Says
like
in
a
a game
victim.
like
I
this,
already
it comes
addressed
down
my
to
problem
second
with him
chance
on his
points,
phone
and that's where he feels
way
they can do
before
some
he
damage.
did so.
Keep
That's
your
all I'm
eyes open
saying.
down low.
We ain't gonna let him act
Thanks, Greg.
like he just didn't know and I just went on back on Fig and it was just a surprise. Nah, nigga, you knew I was talking to you, nigga. I told you.
Yanni made that
told you
shot
you did
tougher
it.
than it needed to be. Just
I
go
already
straight
told
up
you.
with it.
That's all I'm saying about that.
both parties are not being
Salute to you,
direct
Justin.
in terms of saying exactly what the issue is. Now, Brick Baby will give some context clues in terms
All right,
of
so there we have it. I'm not going to go any deeper into the weeds in there. It's not like we're talking about like world issues or something like that. It's just two guys, two PIs having some beef. Now, here's my thing. If we could look at it from and take this out and pull it from a content creator or No Jumper type of view, these guys are co-workers that have to coexist inside the same building. And obviously, for anybody who works a 9 to 5, you've probably had an issue with your coworker before. I didn't come from the 9 to 5 world, but I had my stint. I had a nice little 6-year, 7-year stint in the 9 to 5 world where I was working over at the Shoppers Drug Mart head office. And, you know, I was in a corporate setting. I'm dealing with different people, different personalities, and not everybody's going to hold it down. I had a lot of my street mentality that I went into that office with, like, how dare you write an email about me and tell the boss or tell my manager what I've been doing, cutting some corners on my work. You're a snitch. I want to beat the shit out of you. But you can't do that in the office. You have to, quote unquote, coexist. Now, I don't know if those same rules can apply when it comes to the No Jumper Studios, because obviously we've seen over a multitude of different videos that these guys, it goes left sometimes. It goes left. It gets handsy. People put hands on each other. However, the only time I've ever seen people put hands on each other in a No Jumper setting is when one of the hosts is putting hands on one of the guests, or one of the guests is putting projectile spit on one of the hosts. Salute to you, Flacco. But it happens, okay? But employee to employee, there's been a lot of arguing, a lot of yelling, but hands, that hasn't happened yet, okay? I don't think it's going to happen because with Sharp seems to be holding it down. All jokes aside, me saying that Sharp's scared, pussy, whatever, right? All jokes aside, he's an older man. He's probably like, let me keep this professional. No matter how much that the young boy's flying off the handle, I'm not going to take it there with him. I'm not going to get into a fight with this kid, even though he probably wants to snuff him out. I'll say again, he probably can't snuff him out because, yeah, you know, you can have that old man strength. Okay, that exists. But he's already seen suspect in action. Okay? I don't know even if he's seen suspect in action behind the scenes. Okay, because him and Lush One, they caught the fade. Lush One got back on Instagram Live. His face was bruised up. He said, but he still put in work. He still did his thing. All right, cool. You still got the shit beat out of you though, bro. Because I'm not trying to say that suspect is Superman or something like that, but the kid looked like he got heart. He looks like he's willing to talk a lot. He's probably taken his share of licks. He got beat up a few times as well, but he looks like a fighter. So Sharp knows, you know, I'm not going to take it there, and I'm not going to lose my damn job. But I don't think these guys could be in a room together anymore. We're not getting any more suspect and Sharp interviews where these guys are tag teaming a guest. No Diddy. These guys probably going to have to be in the offices at different times. And if they are in the office at the same time, it's going to be that weird tension. And y'all know what I'm talking about. That tension that you feel now at the office when you know that that dude who sits 3-4 aisles away from you, he betrayed you. He sent that email. He snitched on you. Your boss made you come into the office and showed you the email. Right? Josh was talking about your performance, and he sent me a screenshot of something that he's seen on your screen. You know now when you walk back out of the office, you got to look Josh in the face eating the sandwich. You want to punch the shit out of Josh, but you can't. You got to keep your job, bro. Leave Josh alone. Leave suspect alone, bro. But anyhow, like I said, I think those guys will be able to work it out on their own behind the scenes. Not the most important thing, but you know, we got to tap in and see what's going on with No Jumper. There's other beefs that are going on over there currently, but we'll delve into that on another day.
We love hip hop.